Today I wanted to talk about a concept, an idea of what's called progressive mastery. So if you think about a swimmer, right? If you think about a swimmer and you want to become a good swimmer, most people's approach to swimming is just to get into the pool and start swimming. No help, no trainer, no nothing. Just going through the practice of it, just going through the repetition of it. But it's been found in studies that repetition is not a correlation of high performance. What shows a correlation of high performance is 10 things, 10 simple things that you guys can do to plan out your form of mastery in whatever craft it is, whether it's swimming, whether it's sales, whether it's video making content like I'm doing right here, or even playing basketball or a sport or a specific skill that you guys want to master and become a master at it and have the level of mastery. 10 simple steps. So here it is. Number one, understand the skill to master. Get specific, get defined on the specific skill that you guys want to learn to master. The second thing is stretch goals. So by stretch goals, I mean this. If you want to be a swimmer and you're going to do 25 meters, 4 rounds, the stretch goal is to hit an extra 25 meters at the end of the session. Or say you have a 100-yard sprint to do. Every time you get to the last 10 meters, you finish through an extra 10 meters. So have stretch goals, as in if you want to make $10,000 in sales and each sale is a $1,000 commission, so 10 sales, then your stretch goal wants to be 12 or 15 sales. So you can be able to not only stretch a little bit farther in your goals, but also being able to hit and attain what's realistic for you guys. So I want to do a little test and talking about stretch goals. I love this concept because I've done it with many people and I actually learned this with my mentor, and it's an interesting way to realize where to set your goals. So the first thing is I want you guys to do, let me scoot back a little bit here. First thing I want you guys to do is raise your hand. So raise your hand like this. Now raise your hand a little bit higher. Now raise your hand a little bit higher. All right, now reach as high as you can go. Reach as high as you can go. So that's where you guys want to set your goal. The first time I asked you guys to raise your hand, it was here. Then a little bit higher. Then raise your hand as high as you can. That difference right there is where you guys want to make your stretch goals. So third thing is attach high level emotions. So what feeling, what outcome do you want to get from the skill that you're mastering? Is it satisfaction? Is it fulfillment? Is it a sense of belonging? Is it a sense of accomplishment? What type of feeling are you after? Number 4, critical factors for success. So what critical factors are going to determine how successful you are in that specific skill? So let's talk about sales. So if you're looking to become a master salesman, what critical factors will help you succeed? Making contact with customers. So if you're making 15 contacts a day, that's pretty low. Let's just say you're doing 50 or 100, 200 contacts a day. You want to set that goal 50% higher. So if your goal is 100 contacts today, make your goal 150. What specific contacts are you going to make throughout your day that's going to be the most beneficial contact for your success? Critical factors towards success in sales are very simple things. 1, have conviction and belief in your product or service. The second thing is have a high level of conviction. The third thing is knowing what you're talking about, being certain in what you're doing, being an expert at your craft. So the fifth thing is develop visualizations. And I've used this since I was a young age. And if you think about when people talk about get in the zone, so when there's a track meet coming up and they're getting ready for the sprint and you see them get into their zone, they develop visualizations. So they imagine themselves finishing through the line, getting a perfect start, finishing through the last 10 meters of the sprint. The success and the feeling of knowing that you got first place and you fought and sprinted as hard as you can in that race. So you have to develop visualizations. And how do you do that? Pretty simple. Visualizations, for me, all I do is close my eyes, take a deep breath, then I ask myself the question, what would the ideal scenario, what would the ideal situation look like for me to be able to master sales? So I imagine, what am I doing? I'm sitting down with the customer. They love everything that I'm talking about the product. They're absolutely sold. Now all I have to do is ask for the sale. The sixth thing, schedule challenging practices. That's pretty simple. You can either do that with experts or you can do it through careful thought. So schedule challenging practices is have a mentor, have a coach, have a trainer, somebody who's going to sit down with you and hold you accountable to your goals in mastery. Number 7, measure progress and get outside feedback. So without measurement in your goals, you will never achieve it. It's kind of crazy to think about some of the things that we want to accomplish in our life. We talk about we want to do them, and we end up spending so much time just talking about what we're going to do that we actually never end up doing it. Number 8, socialize efforts by practicing and competing with others. Competition is key. Kobe Bryant talks about this, he used to talk about this, RIP to Kobe Bryant. He talked about competing with others. He talked about his competition with Shaq. As an 18-year-old, as a rookie coming into the NBA, he was telling Shaq, yo, if you want to get the ball, you're going to have to get the rebound after I shoot the ball. So you have to be able to compete at a very high level with people around you. So you're able to socialize your efforts and let them know what you want to do. Socialize your efforts with people. Tell your friends, tell your families, tell the people that you're close with what you want to do and what you want to accomplish. Whether they laugh at you, whether they're mad at you, or whether they support you, the fact that you're socially and verbally pushing out the effort to tell people what you want to master, that's going to help you get there quicker through progressive mastery. Number 9, continue setting high-level goals so that you keep improving. So if you set a goal for yourself, instead of setting one major goal, break that down into steps. And number 10, teach others what you are learning. And that's what I'm absolutely doing right here, because I want to become a master at making videos. I want to become a master at sales. I want to become a master at living a phenomenal life. So we'll go over the steps overview real quick. So progressive mastery, 1 through 10. Here are the 10 steps for you to become a master. Number 1, what's the skill to master? Number 2, stretch goals. Be specific with them. Number 3, attach high-level emotions. Number 4, critical factors of success. Number 5, develop visualizations. Number 6, schedule challenging practices from experts or have careful thought with it. Number 7, measure Number 7, measure progress and get outside feedback. Number 7, measure progress and get outside feedback. Number 8, socialize your efforts by practicing and competing with others. Number 9, continue setting high-level goals so that you keep improving. And number 10, teach others what you are learning. I got these 10 steps of progressive mastery from the best in the game, the best coach to teach you how to perform at a high level, Brendon Burchard. So go check out Brendon Burchard, High Performance Habits. The book is phenomenal. You can also go to highperformancehabits.com/tools, and then you can break down a workbook here that'll help you get clear on where you want to perform, to help you have the energy to be able to consistently perform at high levels over the long term, to understand what's necessary for you to get to a level of high performance, be able to produce and have productivity at a level that's not detrimental to your well-being, being able to develop influence and have other people with you so you can help grow and build a team and something that's sustainable, and being able to demonstrate courage and leading from the front and by example. Thank you guys for tuning in to Progressive Mastery from High Performance Habits. Jermaine Collins here, the main key here. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and we will get back to you guys on the next video.